Very good afternoon, students. In last lecture, we have seen how to obtain inverse matrix for 2 by 2 matrix. Also, we have seen that how to multiply any matrix with its inverse matrix and how can we prove the statement given in the question. Now, today we will discuss a very most important topic, that is how can we utilize this knowledge of inverse matrix in the real life example. So today we'll see the practical question, real life question that you can use in your day-to-day life also. So today we'll see equation based question. Now see, in the very first question, what you have given, solve the following equation using inverse matrix. And here we have given two equation, that is x plus 2y equal to 8 and 2x plus 4y equal to 14. So here x is nothing but it's the price of one product, y is nothing but it's the price of another product. So here x means 1x, that means we have purchased 1 kg of product 1 at price x, plus we have also purchased 2 kg of product y at price y, and the total cost of both the products is 8 rupees. That means we have spent this much amount to purchase 1 kg of x and 2 kg of y. Another equation, again we have purchased 2 kg of product x and 4 kg of product y, and again price of x and y is not given, but total cost is given, that is 14. So from this equation, how can we solve? How can we find the price? That means we have to find the inverse. We have to follow the inverse steps. Basically, to find the total amount, we have to multiply particular price with quantity that we have purchased. But in some situation or after 1 year, we might forget the price. Then after a year or 2 years, if you want to find that price, then you can use inverse matrix to solve this type of equation. So let us try to solve this practical question. So basically we have given two equations, x plus 2y equal to 8 and 2x plus 4y equal to 14. So whenever you are given the equation, then again you have to rewrite this equation. How? So mind well, whenever equation is given, then we have to check whether the given equation is actually in the form of equation or not. How can we check whether the given equation is in the form of equation or not? So this is the equal to sign. Mind well, left hand side of the equal sign should be your variable. See, for example, here xy is given, here xy is given. So we have given variable on the left hand side. And after equal to, that is on the right hand side, you should have or you must have total cost or total amount without the xy. That is, see, here it is given 8 and it is given 14. Sometimes you are not given the equation like this, then we have to transform our equation into the form of equation. That clear? Okay. Now we'll try to solve this. So first of all, whenever you are given the equation, then you have to fit this formula. That is, what is formula? So here we have to find x. X is what? X is a vector. How many variables are there? Two. X and y. So we'll write here capital X equal to variable x and variable y. That is price of x and price of y. Then we'll find A. What is A? A is a coefficient matrix. Again, I am repeating. A is a coefficient matrix of variable x and variable y. So here we'll write variable x. Here we'll write variable y. Now see in x first. This is x. How many x? 1x. Write down 1. If you are given minus x, then write down minus 1x. Because minus 1 is the coefficient of x. But here we have given plus, so we'll write 2. Here what is the coefficient of x? 2. And it is plus. So write down plus. Now write down coefficient of y. What is coefficient of y? 2. And here what is coefficient of y? So coefficient of y is 4. So we'll write here. So this is our matrix E. And right hand side property is called capital B, or it is called B vector. H14. Now see, I already taught you that column matrix is also known as vector. So we have two vector matrix X and B, and we have matrix that is A. So when we have only one column, it is called column matrix or vector. Okay. Now what is the equation to solve this problem? So for equation of x is what? So value of xy is equal to A inverse into B. Mind well, this is the formula that we will use to find equation. Okay. So here first our requirement is what? Find B A inverse. And after finding A inverse, we'll multiply A inverse with B as we have seen in the last lecture. Okay. So first our requirement is what? A inverse. And now you know very well what is formula of A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay. So first we'll find determinant of A. So write down matrix A into determinant form. What is matrix A? Coefficient matrix of variable x and variable y. So it is 1, 2, 2, 4. Here, then when 2 by 2 matrix is given, then it is very simple to find determinant. How? Just multiply these two principal diagonal elements. 1 into 4. In between, use minus sign. Then multiply the elements of principal, non-principal diagonal elements, or only diagonal elements, or it is called non-diagonal elements also. So 2 into 2, that is. So first we'll multiply these two, and then use minus sign, and then multiplication of remaining. So it is what? 4 minus 4. So answer is what? 0. Try to recall the condition that we have seen in the last lecture. What is condition of inverse matrix? So the condition of inverse matrix is inverse matrix is exists if and only if its determinant is not zero. But here determinant is zero, so you cannot find inverse matrix and you cannot solve this equation. So here we'll write that here determinant of A is zero, therefore A inverse does not exist and equation cannot be solved by inverse matrix. Now, no need to solve this equation. This is our answer. So it is university question. Okay. So please write down. Okay. So I hope now it is clear to you all. Now we'll try to solve another type of question. Okay. So first of all, read the question number 3 and try to understand. Then we'll start solution. Okay. So let's start solution of this question. So in this particular question, what you are given first, 5x equal to 12y minus 4. And another equation you are given 6y equal to x minus 1. Now recall my condition. What is the condition? Before equal to you should have variable. Here we have 5x in first equation. We have 5x. Now change the side of y. So plus becomes minus 12y and write down constant property on right hand side for after equal. So this is what form of equation. Then again here in second equation transform x. So x becomes minus x and then we'll write plus 6y. It is there on left hand side. So please write down plus 6y and minus 1 as it is. Don't change the place of minus 1. So here mind well again. First we have to write always x, then y, then first x and then y. Okay, so it will be easy to understand for you. So this is what transformation of the equation into the form of equation. Okay, now what is formula of x? So x equal to a inverse into b. This is the formula. So first what is x? So x is the vector of two variables, that is x, y. What is a? A is the coefficient matrix of x, y. So how many x? 5. How many x? Minus 1. X means 1x, but it is negative. How many y? Minus 12y. And how many y? Plus 6y. So this is A. And next, we require B. So what is B? B is a vector of right hand side property. So we have right hand side minus 4 and minus 1. So this is particular B. Okay. Now let's start our solution. So first we'll find A inverse. So what is formula of A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay. So first we'll find this determinant of A. So write down matrix A into determinant form. What is matrix A? This 5 minus 12 minus 1 and 6. Okay. Now how can you find determinant? Multiplication of diagonal 5 into 6 minus multiplication of non-diagonal. So minus 12 into minus 1. So 5 into 6, 30 minus. Now see, minus minus plus. This minus sign will not be changed. It is as it is. Now first, just look at this bracket. Try to solve this bracket. So minus minus plus and 12 into 1 is 12. So answer is 18, which is not equal to 0. So therefore, A inverse exists. Now here, definitely we can find the value of x and y using inverse factor. So this is very most important condition to find the inverse matrix. Please mind well this condition. Clear? Okay. After getting the answer of determinant of A, now we'll find adjoint of A. What is formula? Steps of adjoint of A? Step number 1, find A transpose. Check. What is meaning of A transpose? Interchanging row into column. So first row, this first row will write into first column 5 minus 12, and this second row will write into second column minus 1 6. Clear? Step number 2, find cofactor of A transpose. Okay. So for cofactor, write down into parallel line. Now here you can change sign first, no problem. That is for first row, first column, 1 plus 1, 2. So you can use plus sign. Then first row, second column, 1 plus 2, 3, odd minus sign. Then second row, first column 2 plus 1 3 odd number minus 1, and second row second column, that is 2 plus 2 4 plus 1. Okay, then now we'll find first cofactor of first row first column. So when if you want to find the cofactor for first row first column, then just hide this first row and hide this first column. So what is remaining? 6. Here? Okay. Then after, for this, just hide first row, second column. First row, second column. What is the answer? Minus 12. Okay. Then hide minus 12. That is second row, first column. So second row hide, first column hide. What is the remaining element? Minus 1. And find cofactor for 6. And 6 is in second row, second column. So hide second row, second column. So remaining element is 5. Clear. Now finally we'll get adjoint of A after changing the sign. So see, plus plus plus, minus minus plus, minus minus plus, and plus plus plus. Is that clear? Okay. Now, after finding this adjoint of A, now we'll multiply or we'll use this formula. Okay. So what is the formula? The formula is X is equal to A inverse into B. So here X is equal to A inverse into B. So that is equal to A inverse. What is formula of A inverse? 1 upon determinant of A. So we'll write here 1 upon determinant of A is what? 18 into adjoint of A. What is the adjoint of A? 6, 12, 1, 5 into B. So this is what A inverse, and into B. What is B? Column vector or vector, that is minus 4 and minus 1. Is that clear? So now here the order of this matrix is 2 by 2 and order of this matrix is 2 row 1 column 2 by 1, and when you multiply, then total column of first matrix and total row of second matrix will be cancelled, and you will get new matrix of order 2 by 1. That means you will get the matrix like this. Okay. So 1 upon 18 as it is. First we will multiply and then we will divide. So division will come at the last stage. So first we will multiply first row with first column. Clear? First element into first element, plus minus minus 6 into minus 4 is minus 20. Plus, whenever you use multiply, then use plus sign, because multiplication is used for totaling or to find total amount. The second element into second element, that is it is I think 12. So 12 into minus 1, that is minus 12. Again plus minus minus. Now there is no second column, so you cannot write in second column. Now we'll change row. Second row we will use. Second row, first column. 1 into minus 4. Minus 4 plus second into second. 5 into minus 1. Minus 5. Clear? So 1 upon 18 as it is. So now see, plus minus minus 12, again minus 4 plus minus 5. So 1 upon 18 into, now minus 24 minus 12 minus 36 minus 5 minus 4 minus 5 minus 9. Now divide both by 18. So minus 36 by 18 and 9 divided by 18 minus 9. So here 36 divided by 18 is minus 2, and this is 9 ones are 9 and 9 twos are 18, minus 1 upon 2. So now what is meaning of minus 2 and minus 1 upon 2? This is the answer of x. So here we can say x is equal to minus 2 and minus 1 upon 2. What is meaning of this? So what is x? X, y. So this is equal to x, y. And we can say x equal to minus 2 and y equal to minus 1 upon 2. Is that clear? So this is the way to solve this equation to find the value of x and y. So it doesn't matter whether the inverse matrix is used for only price to find the price or etc. It can be used when total is given and you have to find the individual amount. Okay. Now, if you want to check your answer whether it is true or false, then just substitute x equal to here minus 2. That is minus 10. And here, if you substitute y, I can show you 5 into x. And x is what? Minus 2. Equal to 12 into y. What is y? Minus 1 upon 2. Minus 4. So we have substituted the value of xy. So this is minus 10 and this is 6. Minus, because plus minus minus, and minus 6 minus 4 minus 10. Both are same. So your answer is correct. Congratulations. Now you are absolutely true. Clear? Please write down and now try to solve the remaining questions. Okay? Okay, students. Now Try to solve the question number 2. Let us discuss first this. What you are given, solve the following equations using inverse of a matrix. That means here you are given x plus 2y minus 8 equals to 0. Now, I have already told you that whenever you are given equation, then just remember one thing, that before equal sign, before equal to sign, that is left hand side of the equal to sign, we should have x and y only, and on right hand side of the equal to sign we should have constant amount, that is total amount. So here x and y are there on left hand side. Just try to change the place of minus 8. So when you change the place of minus 8, it becomes plus, that is 0 plus 8, it becomes 8. So your first equation will be x plus 2y equal to 8. Similarly here, 3x plus 4y are there on left hand side. Just change the place of minus 14. So minus 14, if you change, then it will be plus. So 0 plus 14 is equal to 14. So finally, your equation will be x plus 2y equal to 8 and 3x plus 4y equal to 14. Then start solution. Okay. Then after question number 4 that you have to solve. In question number 4, there is no problem because you have given the equation in the form of the equation. So no need to change the side. Just try to solve that equation. Okay. So I hope all of you have cleared today. And mind well, dear students, this is very most important topic, because in exam you are asked this type of question for 5 to 6 marks. Okay. And now in next lecture we will discuss how to find inverse for 3 by 3 matrix. Now might be there arises one question in your mind, or you should ask this question, that so can we find inverse matrix for 2 by 3 matrix or 3 by 2 matrix? Okay, so I simply say no. Why? Because inverse matrix is obtained only when your given matrix is square matrix. So mind well, this is another condition. Inverse matrix can be obtained when a given matrix is square matrix, that is 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, etc. There is 2 row 2 column, 3 row 3 column, 4 row 4 column. In our syllabus, there is only 2 by 2 and 3 by 3 matrix method. So we will not discuss 4 by 4 or higher order. So just remember two things while finding inverse matrix. Condition number 1, your given matrix should be square, and condition number 2, first find determinant of given matrix, and if it is 0, then don't try to find inverse or adjoint of that matrix. So to find inverse matrix, determinant of A should not be 0. Okay, so if it is not 0, then only you can find inverse matrix. So this is very most important condition that you need to remember. Okay, so I hope now it is very clear to you all. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Stay at home, be safe. Thank you once again.